and welcome to Lords. Today is the qualifying rounds for the 2012 Olympic archery event.
Next event is the semi-final of the women's archery.
Let's take a check on the lineup.
Next, the athlete from Russia.
First arrow. And you can add 7 to the total for that. End 1, arrow 2. That's 5. Can the athlete finish end 1 on a high? The outer red, that's 7 points.
Russia with a score of 19.
Here's the replay. Let's have a look at the current scoreboard then after the first round.
Next up, the competitor representing Russia.
Arrow still on a breathless day at Lords. Thuds into the board. Resounding sound that. Having seen the first arrow, what adjustments will this athlete make for arrow number 2? The blue inner circle's 6 points. This is the final arrow before the midway point in this competition. Just missed the blue. 4 points. Here's the replay of that. That was all right. Could do much better though, and that scoreboard underlines it, middle of the pack.
Next up, the competitor representing Russia.
First arrow, always important. Just outside the yellow, that's worth 8. Arrow 2, end 3. That's a decent shot, 7 points. Can the athlete close out end 3 with a good arrow? Got to shoot soon. Elsewhere in the world, being in the black's a good thing, but not in archery. 4 points. Here is the replay. Well, the scoreboard doesn't lie, and sitting in 5th place after that round is what this athlete's looking at.
Next, the athlete from Russia.
This is the first arrow of the final end. Let's add 9 more to the total for that arrow. This is the penultimate arrow in this event. That arrow's worth 9. Here we go. Nerves of steel required. Bingo, just what the doctor ordered.
Russia with a score of 78.
Here's the replay. So after 4 ends, let's take a look at the scoreboard. The position's set in stone. Good news for the athletes who progressed to the final. Here's the confirmation as we take a look at the final standings. That's a very impressive performance, and I think the nation will be pleased with the way that this athlete's shown at this Olympic Games. Somebody that's been able to raise their game to make it through to the Some people think that concrete and steel structures are ugly, but how can you feel that about this place? 80,000 people jammed in here for the next event. These athletes are so close in ability, you may as well throw a blanket over them. They must be at their best if they want to qualify for the next round. Well, here we go then for the men's 200 metres.
Set.
And they're off and running in the qualifying rounds of the men's 200 metres. Running out of time to improve on this. Halfway round the bend, and we're starting to see the break of the blocks. Approaching halfway. The 200 metres at the halfway point. Great Britain are out in front. In second is Russia. Really sprinting towards the line. France qualifying first place. In second and qualifying is Great Britain. And in third it's Slovakia, who go through to the final. Well, I know there'll be some disappointment shared by many on that performance. There were some signs of greatness, but it's not been achieved this time. Keep your eye on this athlete, though, for the future. I'm sure the best is still to come. Well, let's take a final check then at the scoreboard. Fourth place, scraped through with that one. Terrific venue, this. So historic. Archery, probably one of the most historic events in the whole of the Olympics. At the Athens 2004 Games, archers competed at the Panathinaikos Stadium, where the first modern Olympics took place in 1896. The outer yellow circle, that's 9 points. Well, consistency is going to be the key to success for this athlete. Nine more points in the outer yellow circle. Third arrow must finish this end strongly. Great shot for 9. Here's the replay. Let's have a look at the results at the end of round 1.
Next, the athlete from Russia.
Arrow number 1. That's 8 points for the inner red. This is the 5th arrow. That's 7. Arrow number 3. Good arrow, 7 points.
Russia with a score of 23.
Let's take a look at that replay. Well, the scoreboard's looking good here. Second place after that round.
Next, the athlete from Russia.
This is where we sort the wheat from the chaff. N3, arrow 1. And this really is a sport where millimetres count. This is the 2nd arrow. Tiny adjustment required. We'll check on the leaderboard in a moment, but first, the final arrow of end number 3. You can add 8 for that.
Russia with a score of 25.
Well, let's have a look at the replay. Looking at the scoreboard, and a third position placing after that round is good news for this athlete.
Next up, Hector representing Russia.
Arrow 1, end 4. In the red, not bad. Arrow number 2, end 4. The outer red circle, 7 points. Arrow number 3. Arrow 3 locked right on the target.
With a score of 75.
Here's the replay. Well, no gold medal on this occasion, but still quite rightly this athlete will celebrate. That was a good performance. Final look at the standings then, and finishing with gold, it's Portugal. And a silver for Sweden, who finish in second place. In the end, the final just proved to be one stage too far. Well, this is the moment where we can enjoy success, and certainly they'll be doing that on the podium. Time for the national anthems to celebrate. The fans certainly appreciate the performance of these three. Herculean efforts from the trio, but bronze. It's a terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. Well, this event has been dominated by Jamaica and the USA over the last 10 years. And I'm sure it's going to be those two countries that will be hoping to compete for gold and silver medals come the end of this one.
Set.
And away they go, a good start across the board. This athlete really seems to be struggling to meet. Approaching the halfway point. Great Britain in first place. In second place, France. The medals on the line in the final few meters. Goal for Great Britain, who crossed the line in first place. Finishing second, it's France. Slovakia take bronze. Well, let's have another look at that race, and it certainly shows some of the shortcomings of this athlete. Not really in rhythm and nowhere near their best. When it came down to the closing stages, they weren't in the mix for a top 3 place.